What's up, everybody? Welcome to the second mini so far in the series. I hate that you smile because you make me smile, but let's stop smiling. You make me blush. Chill. No homo. I got socks on. No, I don't. Anyway, let's get into it.
Holy fuck! Sorry.
Before we get into anything, how was your day, Logan? What'd you do today?
It was good, honestly. What did I do today? So I got up. I took my girlfriend to work. Came home.
Mhm.
Didn't do much. Kind of just chilled for a little bit.
Tell
School
me about
starts
it.
in like 3 days, so kind of gotta chill while I can.
Yeah.
Um, I went and picked up my girlfriend from work.
Mhm.
Took her to her tattoo appointment. Went and got ice cream with my mom and brother because it was the first day of school for my little brother.
Yummy.
Went back to my girlfriend's tattoo appointment, sat with her while she got her tattoo.
Mhm.
Then went back to her house with her for a little bit. We had dinner. We started watching 5 Feet Apart, the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I don't know what that is.
you've never seen 5 Feet Apart? That Dylan with that Dylan,
That
that movie
Dylan.
with the movie with
Dylan
I don't know if
O'Brien?
it's no, it's either Dylan or Cole Sprouse. I don't know which one. Couldn't
Oh,
tell
is
you.
that the cancer movie? For lack of
Yes.
better words?
Yeah, it's cystic fibrosis, but yeah, I mean, same
Hmm.
shit, right? Like,
I don't know.
you're an
Big
asshole.
words.
It's nowhere near the same thing.
Oh well, I apologize profusely.
Okay. Yeah, started watching that movie,
That's like a
and then
movie you watch if you have a girlfriend. I don't be watching like you just me as a human being that is of the masculine type. I would not just sit down and watch that.
I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. We didn't finish it. We just started it, but
Oh, you actually watched it?
yeah,
Okay.
at her house, yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, valid,
yeah,
valid. All
yeah.
right.
Nah, you weren't allowed to close the door at her house, so yeah,
Oh,
definitely
it's an open
for
door
sure.
house.
Yeah,
Mm,
definitely an open door
mm,
house. So
okay. Okay.
yeah, we don't be partaking in any of that at her house.
Wait, you're not a virgin like I am?
I mean, we don't partake in that at all, but
Oh,
like,
because you're celibate like
actually,
I am, right? I
exactly.
think that's
Duh.
the whole point of the
Why do you think
podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
Like,
with the
come on.
program, guys. Like, come on. You guys are stupid. Why would you
Yeah,
even ask that question?
exactly. That whole story I told last episode,
Literally,
entirely
are
false.
the like we legit
Entirely
made that
false.
up. Like I went into like
Yeah. It
Google
was kind of
generator.
impressive, actually. It was kind of impressive the fact that it was just coming off the dome like
I
that.
know
It
we
worked.
might be pathological at that point, but
Honestly, maybe.
man, who knows? I need therapy anyway. But
What did you do today?
um, fam, today was my sister's first day of school again. So I had to take her to school. We didn't know. First of all, the school she's going to didn't have her schedule yet. It was the first day of school today, and they didn't have her schedule last night. They didn't have her schedule this morning. I had to get up at 6:45, and I went. Keep in mind, I went to bed at like 5 a.m. because my sleep schedule is absolutely chalked at the moment. So I went to bed at 5 a.m. Wake up at like 6:30, go to take her to school, and then I gotta sit in this parking lot because she doesn't know if she has a class now or not because she doesn't have a schedule. So they might just say, "Hey, go home." So I gotta like sit here and wait for her. You know the whole stupid shit. So I'm sitting in that parking lot until 7:30, fam. And she texts me, "Oh, you can go home. They finally got me a schedule." So I'm like, "Oh my god, thank God!" And then she goes, "Pick me up at 12." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll come pick you up at 12, whatever." I get a call at 11:30. I was wrong. You gotta come pick me up now. I'm like, son, like those little 15 minutes of sleep, dude, could have been right, because I don't get much sleep. Like I said, I was running on like what an hour and a half of sleep earlier, so I had to go pick her up. Whatever. Came back home, went in bed, was on TikTok for a little bit, slumped immediately after. I fell asleep from like 12:30 to like 2. So it was masterful. And I woke up and I went back to watching my show because I'm in like a phase of like watching like movies and shows because like I know you're not much of like a movie watcher shit like that. But, like I'm starting to get into it like because in high school it was legit like all baseball for me.
Hmm.
So it was like I wasn't watching movies and shit. The only thing I was really watching was The Office and you know it was a good show and shit. But yeah, so like now I'm starting to get into it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my day. And now I'm doing a podcast with with my bro. That's all it is.
That was cute. That was
Ah.
very cute.
Anyways, so for our first topic of this mini, I thought we can talk a little bit more about ourselves because we talk about our point of views a lot, but we have not really told the people about who we are other than the first episode. So
Yeah.
I would like to go into something that I believe tells a lot about a person is their field of work or their line of work. So Logan, as a 20-year-old, what have you done so far? What have your jobs been? What have they been looking like?
So, in my 20 long years on this planet,
Hmm.
I have held 3 occupations.
Okay.
Okay, one
Hmm.
was at a place called DC. I know you know DC.
Diamond
We've
Club.
been to DC together before, yes.
Well, for those that don't
It's
know,
Diamond Club. It's
yeah.
basically a an indoor training facility for baseball players
Hmm.
and softball players.
We don't
So
discriminate here.
basically, we had like a front desk, and I kind of ran the front desk. So anybody who wanted to come like rent out a cage or anything like that
Hmm.
had to talk to me, and then I would schedule
Yeah.
everything.
The middleman.
Um, Then my second job is I worked at Dick's for like 2 months before my shoulder surgery. Then had surgery and quit.
Hmm.
And now I'm currently working at a like a health smoothie bar.
Like a
Um,
juicery.
it's actually called Juicery. Yeah, it's exactly what it's
Oh,
called. Which is kind of, yeah.
that's alright. That's ironic. I didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
It's called Juicery RX, like RX being like a prescription.
Yeah,
Um,
it's kind
so
of dope
it's
actually.
yeah, it's really based on like very deep health benefits. So
Mhm.
like everything that we have has its own certain health benefit, and there's
It's like you
stuff for
tend
like
to different
detox
things.
and yeah, so like
Okay,
detox, inflammation, immune system support, that kind of stuff.
it's all pretty good actually.
um so yeah, it's very good because it mends a couple of things that I'm very passionate about. I've had very bad health issues my whole life, so like
Mm.
I started dating my girlfriend and she worked there, and I've started to like learn the ins and outs of that kind of stuff, and thank God, knock on wood, I've been dating her for a year and a half since yesterday, and
Aw.
uh I haven't been sick in a year and a half, which is kind of fucking wild.
Aw.
Um
That is kind of wild because
so
I remember
it's
high
good.
school it was different.
Bro, high school, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Coral Glades has never had another motherfucker miss more
Nah, it was
days or
crazy.
classes in a single year than our junior year.
It was
I
crazy.
missed 60 full days, and I missed 324 classes.
No, that was wild. That was wild.
If if you add up everything together, that's 91 full days. We only go to school for
100 and
180.
something, yeah.
I missed over half of my class periods
And you
that
still
year.
finished what, like top four, like percent in our class?
No, I was the first kid outside the top 10%.
Oh, damn.
This pisses me
Damn.
off. I was talking about this to my coworker today, right?
Uh,
So when I went to go pick up my girlfriend, I got there a little early. So I was talking to one of our coworkers, and there were 554 kids in our graduating class.
I remember
Sorry,
looking
I'm
once, and I
sorry.
was like
There was 500.
480.
There was 556 kids in our graduating class.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was 56th.
So you literally just missed
Okay,
it.
or
Yeah,
no,
we're
there was
57.
no. So there was 500. I was the first kid outside the top 10%.
Mm.
If I was a spot ahead, or if there was one extra person in our class, I would have been top 10%.
Yeah,
And the thing that pisses me off the most is that I got my cord for top 10%
but you technically.
because
Yeah.
the cords were given out in March.
So you lost a spot before
From
school ended.
from March until the time school ended, my grade, like my rank didn't change. But kids dropped out of school
Mm,
that were below me,
mm.
so I didn't get the top 10% because somebody had to get knocked out because there was less kids in school.
Well, if you think about it, we do know a few kids who did. Well, they could say
Yes,
they dropped out, but we know they got kicked out.
all I'm saying
A
is that I might have gotten fucked.
little bit, a little bit. That's nice
Yeah,
though. Which job would you say that you've enjoyed the most?
the one I
And
work at now.
is it because your girlfriend or is it because you genuinely enjoy what you're doing?
I mean, it's fun working with her, but it's also like it's enjoyable, right? Like
It's
I
like a
I
nice,
enjoy
smooth
I
like job.
enjoy my coworkers. It's not like it's not a difficult job. It works really well with my school schedule.
Mhm.
So,
That's good,
it's all
bro.
that really matters. And
Yeah.
like tomorrow night we're going out with my coworkers,
Yeah, you
Cheyenne
guys
and I.
do go out a lot.
Yeah, so we're gonna go hang out with my coworkers.
Yeah.
A couple of them are leaving to college, so we're
Mhm.
going out tomorrow night just to go hang out with them for a little bit um before they leave. So
Yeah, that is one thing I will say, is that I've never, with my jobs, I've never had the experience of having coworkers like that, especially not kids my age. Because my very first job, I didn't get my first job until I was 19, right? 18 technically. It was like 8 days before my birthday. So I was I didn't get my first job till then because it was baseball for me, bro. Like that was it. My dad's like, as long as you play baseball, you don't gotta get a job or whatever. So like, I bet. So I wrote that out as long as I could. Obviously, I don't want to get a job. But yeah, so my first job, bro, I got clowned. I got clowned for this. Um, I was a carpet
a
cleaner.
janitor? No, he was a
Nah,
janitor.
I wasn't a
He was
janitor.
a
That
janitor.
I was
You
not
were
a
a
janitor.
janitor.
I was a
You were
carpet
a
cleaner
janitor.
and a hard surface technician. That is
Yeah,
that is the
you were a
definition of my
fucking
title.
janitor.
That
You
is the
were a
definition of my title. No, because a janitor is someone who works at like a building. I worked at like multiple places. Like I would go
so
to
you so
Google,
so so you were a traveling
traveling janitor. I knew it was coming. Yeah, shut your whore mouth. Nah, but it was like a good first job because it was legit like people I fucked with, honestly, and it was like it was a good group of people, and it was like only 4 people. Like it was legit 4 people were like the whole job, and it was like I didn't have to do an interview or anything. My neighbor like pretty much told me, it was like, "Hey, you're back from college. You want a job?" And I'm like, "All right, word, bro." I'm like, for sure. So I legit just walked in and started, and it wasn't very hard. The thing is, I would say it was very time consuming, and the
it was
hours
pretty it was pretty time
were
consuming for sure.
so fucking dog shit. This is the reason why I quit. Is because we used to go to Naples on some weekends. It was like once every 2 weeks. There'd be two people out of the 4 would go to Naples, so we get like cycled in and out like that. And it was like my second time going to Naples. I hated Naples. If I wasn't going with my boy, shout out Harold, gang. Um, and we go to Naples. You clock in at 2 p.m. You go to those workshop. You load the van up, whatever, and then you leave at like 4:35. You get there at like 6:37. You can't get into the bank till they close at like 10 o'clock. So you just waiting, bro. Like the good thing was you got paid the second you clocked in. It was by the hour, so that was good.
Yeah.
So I just like sat in the car the whole time vibing.
If you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious. I don't mean to cut you off. What
There
did
you
you
go.
get paid an hour?
When I first started, it was 13, but then they wanted me to like start taking over because like like we used to go to like Christian Louis Vuittons, we used to go to like
Yeah.
Dior's and shit like that. So like the more of those you do, the higher you get paid. So I started doing more Louis, more Gucci's and shit like that. So they're like, you want to take over this? And I'm like, sure, bro. So they're like, all right, well now you're gonna make 14.50 or 14.75. I don't remember. It really didn't feel like much of an increase, bro. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Um, And then so we get there like we go in at 10. We got to do 2 little banks over there in Naples. Naples was genuinely clean, so it wasn't that bad. But I got 2 horrible ass banks. I'm talking dirty, bro. Like I'm talking like you walk in and you like fuck, this is some shit. And it took us like an hour and a half to do the first one, so we get out of there at like 11:45. You got to drive 20 minutes to the next one, and then we finish at like 2 in the morning, and we still got to drive back. So like, we get there at 3 at the shop like 3:30, unpack everything.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm unclocking and filling out all the paperwork. I leave at 4 a.m. And then the next day I'm supposed to come in at 7 a.m. Shawty, it takes me 30 minutes to get home with no traffic. I'm like, you think I'm getting home at 4:30 in my work clothes? Oh, 7. I'm up. I'm ready to go. No, bro. So they called me and they're like, oh, you can come in at like 7:30. I'm like, you're giving me 30 extra minutes to sleep after you just woke me up. Like I'm about to go right back to bed and wake up in 5 minutes and brush my teeth and take a shower and get ready and go and leave. Like that? Who do you think I am? I'm like, no. And they're like, well, if you don't come in, like I'm gonna have to write you up. I'm like, you can write me up, but I'm quitting, so it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Well, right back to bed. Never showed up again. And that was the end of my first job. And then my second job, let me tell you, this made me realize where it was like money can't buy happiness, fam. Because this was my second job. I got blessed with this job. It was working on yachts, and everything in the marine industry is three times what you get paid, like on land. So what I was is I was an AC like technician on yachts. So my first day on the job, I'm making 35 an hour. So I was already making bread, and but I will say, dude, it was terrible. You're always sweating all the time. You're in close quarters. You're around a lot of fiberglass because believe it or not, yachts are all fiberglass on the inside. Um, and you would have no idea. These like $3 million boats are held up by so much duct tape, tubing, like PVC pipes, and fiberglass.
Yeah.
Like you look and you see it's beautiful, and then you go to the inside of it, and you're like, this is disgusting, and it was just terrible. I was obviously like I ended up doing a lot of like meeting a lot of nice, wealthy people, stuff like that, and yeah, the glare's a little, but yeah. So then I ended up making like 45 an hour for like a few months, making bread honestly, but it was like I'm waking up every day at 6 a.m., going working, sweating until like 3 p.m., and I was like, dude, I am miserable. And I guess my third job would technically be coaching at Glades.
It
I
would
ended up,
be.
yeah, I went back to coaching high school baseball where I played high school at as a pitching coach because you guys know, I'm really good at what I do. Type shit, so I had to come back and give it to the youth. That's all it is. I had to come back and give it to the youth.
You had to come back and give it to the youth.
Nah, now you see how you changing my words like that.
Nah, bro.
Nah, you see how you
That's
be changing
exactly
my words.
what
I
you
said
said.
I
You said
gotta
I
come
had
back
to
and
come
give to the
back and
youth.
give it to the youth.
We'll
You
see
said I
back when
had
the video ends. You be talking too
ah.
much. Um,
Almost fell. My bad.
but yeah, so I would say out of like those three jobs, my favorite by far, coaching. Like spending the time with those kids is amazing because it's like I kind of live vicariously through them a little bit.
Mm.
But
Now you're trying to sound like a decent human being, huh?
fam, don't do me like that. But yeah, so that's like my by far my favorite job. All right, and Logan, this is where we get into our second topic of the day, right? Let's hear about what are your green flags in females or things you like to see in a female, you know?
Okay, so I think there are some that are just basic, right? Like there's a lot that are just like I feel like most people probably have them, right? But I think for me the most important thing that I can
I don't want to cough on the mic. I'm sorry.
I just seeing the light turn on and off was funny.
Yeah,
Um
my bad.
so I think the biggest thing for me is like a work ethic and like a drive to do
So
things.
like motivated.
Like I think that inspires me. Like seeing like the girl that I'm with or whatever being actually motivated to do something. So, I've mentioned my girlfriend before. Like my girlfriend is a nursing major, so she's in nursing school, and seeing her, work as hard as she does, um, just in school and just with that, working and just with everything. I think it inspires me to keep going too, because I know that everything that she's doing, I'm doing, but everything that she's doing is 10 times harder than what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
both in college, both doing the same stuff, but like she's taking fucking like physiology and anatomy too and all this kind of crazy shit, and I'm taking
Like,
like business law.
yeah.
Like, you know what I
I mean,
mean?
that's
Like
no,
it's
that's
not.
no like easy feat either.
I mean, no, but it's a lot easier than pathophysiology
Well, I mean, yeah,
or like stuff like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, and I business law was like a bad example. Like my other classes this semester
yeah. I'm
are
like,
like,
that's pretty hard too.
yeah, my my other
Especially like
classes
English
are
101.
account- accounting two, marketing, And god damn, you wanna stop coughing?
I'm sorry, I'm a
Fuck.
little sick. I'm a little sick.
I wonder. Never mind.
Yeet.
So yeah, something business law, marketing, math, and accounting too. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I didn't know it
Um,
was ever gonna come out.
yeah. So my classes are a lot.
What?
They're a lot easier than hers are. Sorry. I just yeah.
Are you good?
My mind was processing what you just said. Um. But yeah, so like I appreciate like a motivation and like a strong work ethic. Holy
I'm
shit!
gonna think we're on something this episode.
I'm sorry. I'm having an aneurysm mid
Oh my
episode.
god.
That's
All
on
right.
me.
So you like a
Um,
good work ethic, a good drive. What are other things you like?
and then along with that, I think it's very important to. I've mentioned this before on the podcast too. I think it's very important to, for me, I love somebody who's very family
Mhm.
oriented or whatever the fuck, whatever that
I
word
think it
is.
goes both ways, but I think
Um,
oriented is the more.
yeah. So, I I've always been very good with my family, and family means the world to me. So I think it's very important for me to be with somebody who their family is very important to them as well.
Yeah.
So that's something that I always want to, look for because I just think
Mhm.
that helps me, and so I think it's very good to have a good support system, and it's very good to have a good relationship with your family.
All right. Now give me something you look for in a woman, like appearance wise.
Okay, so I've told my girlfriend forever that so
Hold up
this is
one
gonna sound
second. No, wait. Hold up. You keep talking.
okay. So this is gonna sound really weird, right? But like when when a girl smiles, that's one thing. Okay, when a girl smiles at her boyfriend, it's an entirely different smile. And I think that second smile is something that I think has to be special, right? And I think sometimes that just isn't the case. But I think something like that, like for girls that you're gonna be in a relationship with, is very important. Um, Also, I think eyes are a very big thing,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
love
gonna sound
eyes.
really weird, but like even like so my girlfriend has brown eyes, right? And she's not the biggest fan of her eyes, but I think at the same point, like, yeah, she has
They
brown eyes,
sparkle like the
cool,
Hudson
but
River.
like there there's something to them, you know what I mean? But I also think like when you love somebody like that, like when you genuinely love somebody, everything about their appearance wise is just perfect. So it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So I think appearance wise it doesn't really matter because when you fall in love with who the person is, everything that's about them becomes perfect anyway, so it doesn't matter. Um but I think it's very important to be able to see that, and I do, like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, you have to be physically attracted to somebody, right? Like there has to be a physical attraction somewhere, right? So you
Just
can't just
real
like
quick, can I just apologize real quick? Because I just got 3 random phone calls. One from a no-name number, one from a blocked caller ID, one from Joey Troya. And I went to answer them, and no one answered the call. And then I got another call, and it's from Matthew, and he said that I called him. When I most certainly did not call anybody. So I want to apologize because I didn't like call anyone, but like I don't know, some shit's been going on. But continue. So you got to be physically attracted to somebody.
well, no, so what I'm saying is like
If there's
there
not a
has to be
physical attraction.
there has to be a physical attraction somewhere,
Yes.
right?
Uh,
But at the same point, like once you fall in
I'm
love
getting
with like
another
a
call.
human being, like once you fall in love with a person and for who that person is, it doesn't matter because when you fall in love with who a person is on the inside, everything on the outside becomes perfect to you anyway. So I don't think it really matters. Um, However, like I said, I think seeing somebody's drive and determination for me is just always going to be like top. And then physically, I think somebody's smile and their eyes are definitely the top two for me for sure. So, I think that's just
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. I know
those are
everybody
valid
has different,
reasons. Yeah.
but that's just how I
So,
look at it.
I'm sorry. I just got another call because apparently I called Haley, which you guys have been watching me the whole time. I didn't fucking call nobody, right?
You
Um,
haven't called me yet, so that's weird.
yeah. I randomly called 5 people apparently. Um,
Heard.
but anyways, so me personally, I don't want to sound shallow, but physical attraction is huge, right?
No,
Um,
it is. It
like
is.
it's like looks aren't everything, but they will get you interested in somebody first.
Yeah, you're never going to
Go up to
be able
someone
to
because they're like, oh, they
fully
have a nice
be
personality.
you're never going to be fully invested in somebody if you don't find them attractive. It's not gonna happen. And I don't mean for that to sound shallow because realistically, like it's
That's a
not right.
fact.
Like whether you're a guy or a girl, if you are not physically attracted to the other person,
It's not gonna work.
it's not gonna matter, right? Because they could be the kindest soul in the world, but if you're physically attracted to them, nothing's gonna come of it. However, if you were attracted to somebody as a person, right, like their personality and their persona, right, they can become more physically attractive as it goes on, right? So if you don't necessarily find a physical attraction with somebody instantly, but you get to know them and you get to be attracted to their personality, their physical becomes more attractive as you become more attracted to their personal and their personality side. So
Okay, yeah,
whether whether it's straight up personality or you're physically attracted to them
yeah.
originally, fine, but you have to have some form of physical attraction,
Mhm.
whether that be
Before you
at
can
the
even
very
start anything.
beginning or yeah, exactly.
So, like me when it comes to my women, I have terrible taste. I'm not gonna lie. I'm 0 for 3. I'm 0 for lifetime. I have no keepers in
Yeah,
my life.
yeah, no, you're 0 for 40.
Um, well, let's pipe that down. But so for me personally, to go into like a woman's personality to what like attracts me to a woman, is I'm gonna say I have a big ego and I like someone that can like kind of match my energy. It's like I like someone that carries himself well, right? And like has like isn't like too cocky, but is very confident in themselves, right? Because I like a woman that's confident in herself. You're shaking in your head, but I think a confident woman is sexy.
No, the confidence isn't the issue. You mistake confidence for somebody who's going to
Ruin my life.
start arguments and
Toxicity.
fight with you and be toxic. And that's what you don't need. Like there is a fine you can find somebody who's confident
Mhm.
and not a dumb fuck at the same time.
Damn, I'm not looking in the right area.
Because when you find somebody who's confident in themselves,
Mhm.
they should be able to be confident enough to not put up with your bullshit either.
Damn, that hurted. I don't have no
Like
bullshit.
I'm just trying to be honest with you.
No, yeah.
I love you, but it also is like I gotta be real with you.
Mhm.
Where if you can find somebody who's confident enough, they they look at themselves to where they don't need to put up with your bullshit, so
Mhm.
they won't,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, I get
And that's
dropped
the
on my
kind of
neck. I get
that's the
dropped
kind of
like a bad
confidence
habit.
you need. I'm gonna keep it a stack with
Mhm.
you. You need to get humbled sometimes.
Oh, for
You
sure. I
don't,
don't.
but you
I
need
don't
to get
deny
humbled.
that. I need to be humbled
Like
sometimes.
you need to be humbled. And I think you need a girl who's confident enough to humble you
Yeah.
and not put up with your bullshit.
Oh, for sure. No, definitely.
And what you found in the we're just gonna be kind and say the three that you've actually dated are females who they will just put up with your bullshit and fight it rather than just humbling your dumbass and
Mhm.
then going on with your days.
Yeah. I mean.
And that's how you get in trouble because then fights start and then whether you know what I mean and
Yeah.
that can't happen.
Um.
That just it's
So,
can't happen that way.
continuing on the topic, eyes. I think nice eyes are really attractive, bro. You know,
Yeah, no facts.
like
100%.
I think nice eyes are definitely attractive.
Yeah.
Like it's like a plus one, automatically. Um, I like a girl who knows how to dress well. You know, because I mean, me
Yeah.
personally, like, I don't be dressing up like that. But if I have to, I don't want to be the one that like, damn, look at his fit. I want to be like, yo, like his girl looks really nice, you know. Then like I want to like a girl can attract attention type shit.
But I will say I think there's also a very good way to balance, like, you know what, like, I just want to wear whatever
Oh
today,
no, for
right?
sure.
But
Like,
then like but then like if we're gonna go out, like,
yeah,
yeah,
no, like that's the difference.
let's have everybody look at us rather
Yeah,
than, you know what
no,
I
like
mean?
that's what I'm saying. Like if we're gonna go to like the movies, and we're just vibing, like sweatpants and like a
Yeah,
jacket, bro, whatever. Like we're vibing. You're coming over to my house, whatever, we're vibing. But if I'm taking you out to like dinner or we're going out
yeah.
like somewhere nice, like it's just I feel like I shouldn't
Like
have to say anything.
you kind of have to like put
Yeah,
on, you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Um, yeah. So I like someone who can dress, someone who knows how to carry themselves, someone who has nice eyes. A good personality is key to me. Like I don't, because if someone like don't make me laugh, I'm just gonna be like, what do you like? You're not funny. And
Yeah.
oh, another thing that I hate is like like a little insecurity is nice. Like, everyone has a little insecurity, right? But like I don't need the insecurity where it's like if I don't like hold your hand when we walk somewhere, you're gonna be like you don't love me anymore, so that's why you're not holding my hand, you know?
Yeah, and but I think, and so like there's a difference between like somebody needing reassurance and somebody just full on like having really bad insecurities. And like everybody's gonna have insecurities, right? But I think
Mhm.
there's there's a way to differentiate between, you know, my job as a boyfriend is to reassure you all the time that, you know what, like, you're mine, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I If you keep having really bad insecurities like that, I'm not doing my job correctly,
Mm.
right? I should be able to help you work on that, but at the same point, like,
I think there's a difference between like
you also have to work on yourself enough to where, like, you
yeah.
have physically ready to be in a relationship,
Mhm.
and it's not just like that easy, right? So like if you can't believe yourself that you're beautiful, I'm not going to be able to just
Yeah.
magically make you believe that, right?
Yeah.
And I think everybody has that. Everybody has some self doubt,
For sure.
and but I think I can help you, but I can't do everything.
Yeah, it's you can help, but you can't
So
teach.
yeah,
Like
but I do know that a lot of people struggle with insecurities,
yeah,
and it's a very real thing.
for sure.
But it's also one of those things where I don't know if it's necessary, and I'm just trying to be honest to everybody who's listening to this.
Mm.
I don't know if it's healthy to jump into a relationship and try to love somebody else if you can't
Don't love
love yourself
yourself.
first.
Yeah.
Because I think loving yourself is infinitely more important than loving anybody else in this world. If you are going to love somebody else, you have to be able to love yourself to then let somebody else love you too.
Mm. I agree 100%. Yeah, I think yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that, like I said, everything I already stated is what I would look for in like my ideal woman. You know, um, and I think everything you've discussed is pretty much what you have in Cheyenne, which what I think makes you guys work out really well. So I just need to find someone I work out really well with. That's not gonna
I think
bury me.
find you need to find a girl with the right dynamic that you need.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think your biggest thing is you struggle in knowing what that dynamic is.
Oh, I just be shooting with my eyes closed in the dark, no lights,
Yeah,
pitch
no,
black.
exactly. And the issue is when you're trying to shoot into your hamper from across the room and it's pitch black, wake up in the morning and you got socks all over the floor because you missed every shot.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, that was the
Yeah,
stupidest analogy.
I was picking up what you're putting down though.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I've told you this from the start, and I'm gonna keep it a
Oh,
stack
for
with
about like
you.
what 5 years now, 6 years.
You've had some misses,
Some,
right?
buddy.
But you've also had some
Some.
opposite misses where you had the right girl
I can only
and,
think of one.
and did some fuck shit and
Yeah,
fucked that
but
up.
I can only think of one. Like realistically, can you think of more than one?
I mean, it depends on like if we're
I don't
counting.
like how you bouncing like that right there. What are you doing that for?
Okay.
You're making me uncomfortable.
But no, realistically, like there was one for sure, and I
Oh
know
yeah,
you know you fucked up.
yeah, no, yeah. I actually think she has a
But
boyfriend now, so good for her.
I think Really? I didn't know that.
I don't know it either. I'm just guessing.
You need to find that person, and I think you can, right? Like for
Mm.
some reason, females just fucking love you. I couldn't tell you why. I'm not a girl though,
I
so
can show
maybe that's,
you.
you know what I mean. Nah, I'm okay. Let's not do that. Um, but yeah, so I'm not a girl, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
you know, for some
Yeah.
reason
Yeah.
they like you.
Yeah.
Again, couldn't tell you why. But you know what? I'm just gonna let it ride. It's fine.
Yeah. Um.
Um,
On that
but no,
note.
I do think that the right girl is gonna be out there for you.
Oh,
You
for
just have to.
sure.
And I
Sure.
need you to not. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you when it happens. I need you to not fumble the bag this time. Okay?
Brother, I'm ready. Not yet, but I'll be ready.
I need you to not fumble the bag.
Yeah.
And the bag that you're looking at now is not the right bag.
Oh, it's a Gucci bag.
Yeah, but it's a fucked up. It's a Fucci bag. It's not a
Nah,
real.
that's
It's
just
a,
been
it,
appraised.
Fucci is
It's a
those slides.
PSA 10.
No, it's as fucked up as those slides
PSA
that you
10.
got.
Anyways,
Nah.
on that note, I think this is a good place to end our podcast today. I will say, I think we finally have our schedule figured out, right? You can agree that we finally have a good schedule. So
Yep.
what we are gonna do for you guys, so you guys know, is what we're gonna try to do is we are going to be putting out a mini on Monday and a mini on Wednesday.
Fuck is that?
And you be getting hickeys, bro? Come on, that's childish.
No, what is that?
So we be putting out minis on Monday and Wednesday, which are episodes that are gonna be like 45 minutes. Anything less than an hour or less than 50, I think we're trying to find our range. For the people who have a small attention span, stuff like that. And on Fridays, we are gonna do our long podcast where we try and get a guest on with us. Where we just talk like we did with Lexi in the previous episode, because I feel like the longer episode is, maybe you guys can break it down and listen to it over the weekend and savor it a little bit. You know, like it's a good steak. And yeah, you don't be savoring your steak. I don't know. You made a face like that. You're weird. You just be eating that shit.
I don't eat steak.
Oh yeah, you eat dick more than anything. But yeah, so I think that's our schedule for now. Don't forget we are still on Spotify, as it says in this top corner, top right, where it says Celebrity Screw. We are on Spotify. No, it's the other way.
No, because I'm above you. It's up there.
No, you're not above me. It's this way.
Am I not?
It's this way. Point your other way.
It's this way.
No, the other way.
No, it's this way. It's
Fam,
top
I'm
left.
staring at it. It's inverted.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, am I inverted?
Yeah.
Because
Because
for
I am
me
too.
it's top left, and I'm pointing top left.
No, because for me,
I
like,
guess it's up there.
yeah, because I'm pointing top left, so it's top left for me, but it's top right. Anyways, let's keep this going.
Are we
And
not looking the same way?
no.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
retarded. That's
So
on me.
basically, we are on Spotify. Don't forget to check us out. It is Celebrity Crew, like it says above, in that corner. And we will also be uploading Monday, Wednesday, Fridays as per our YouTube schedule. And if you're listening on Spotify, we are also on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify. We do try to do a good job with the audio.
Please,
And-
please,
Yes.
if any of you are listening, do me a favor.
Rate
Okay,
us.
I need you to do two things for me. Okay, if you're on Spotify, I need you to go to our home Spotify page. You can do that while you're listening to this podcast. So before this is over, I need you to go to the home page.
And Logan's watching you, so he knows.
It looks like a star. Okay, click the star and rate us 5 stars, please. And 2, if you're on Spotify, go to YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, stay on YouTube. But if you're on YouTube, after you stay on YouTube, I need you to go to Spotify and do the same thing. But go on YouTube and scroll down. There's going to be a little red button that says subscribe in white letters. I need you to click that until it says subscribe to the check mark next to it. Then you know you did it right. Okay? For some reason, 60% of the people who are watching our podcasts have not subscribed to us. I don't know if you guys don't like us or what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
It's free. Promise. Just click the little
It's no
button.
money.
It's great.
On either platform.
For us. And while you're on YouTube, scroll down. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you want us to talk about. All of these minis are done based off suggestions that you guys tell us. So anything you guys want to hear, just scroll down to the comments. And if you want your name to be said, let us know. And we'll say it. We'll tell you or tell everybody what your question was or whatever and what your topic, and we'll talk about it. If you don't want your name to be said, that's fine. Just tell us and we won't say anything either. It's cool. But just go down, let us know what you guys want to hear. We would really appreciate it, and we just wanted the interaction with you guys. So we appreciate you guys watching, and that's it for me.
All right. I guess that's it, boys and girls. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.